All right, Ashton, a week of practice here getting set to go up against the Milwaukee Admirals. But before we get into that, let's just talk about that past series you guys had in Calgary. You know, one of the top teams in the entire league, top team in the West. Just how did you see that series against the Wranglers play out?
Yeah, it was a good test for sure. Like you said, they're a really good team. We knew that going in. Get a split with that team is a good step in the right direction for us. Again, like we talked a lot this year. The first game, didn't go well for us, but again, we just showed the second game when we play the right way and we're buying into what our coaches are trying to preach on a daily basis. We can get good results from it.
In that second game, what did it do for you guys on the bench to finally see Christian Reichel pot his first and second goals of the year?
Yeah, no, it was a good feeling. I think anybody, when they score their first one, guys are extra excited for him. But a guy like Reichs, he works so hard every day, big part of our team. He's one of those guys that, does some of the dirty work a lot too, right? So it's good to see guys like that get rewarded offensively, so I'm super happy for him.
You saw Brad Lambert here last year, and now with him spending the entire year here in the American League, where have you seen him develop the most? Because on that overtime goal, it just looked like he had a lot of confidence on that puck going end-to-end like that in that winner. Just where have you seen his game grow the most in the time you've seen him here so far?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's so many different areas. Yeah. The thing to me that pops, into my head right away is off ice. Just how much more mature he is, and he understands, little things about being a pro and taking care of himself, and that translates onto the ice for him too. I mean, he's one of those guys on our team that he's a game breaker, and when he has the puck on his stick, good things usually happen from it, and that's a good example of the overtime winner. I mean, it's probably one of the easiest assists I've ever got. Just leave the puck behind the net and let him do his thing. So just a great player, and it's good to see him progress so much from last year.
What were some of the things you maybe noticed in the team's game as a whole that you're trying to work on in this week of practice ahead of Milwaukee's series?
Yeah, we kind of touched on a little bit of Milwaukee this morning. We obviously had the skills day yesterday, so it's hard sometimes when you got like a long week in the American League of practicing. It's when you just go hard for 3 days, sometimes that gets a little bit old. So it's nice to kind of throw in a skills day and break it up a little bit. But we haven't played them yet, so we which is obviously weird. I mean, I only was here last year, but it felt like we played them a ton. So it'd be good to get back at them again, and obviously we still got a sour taste in our mouth from last year too. So
I was going to say, it must be exciting to finally get another crack at them. I felt like the playoffs were already a long time ago, but just how last season went with the amount of times you played them, is there some excitement in the room just to get another crack at the Admirals here?
Yeah, for sure. That, and it's another divisional opponent too, and we know how important those games are, and it'll be another good test. I think they haven't, like I said, we haven't played them, so I don't know exactly what their team looks like, but I'm pretty sure they got a pretty solid roster again. So it'll be a good test for us, and excited to be at home playing again too.